Are you struggling with depression? Have you tried medication and not felt better? New Hope TMS Depression Therapy can help you feel depression-free. Contact us for a free consultation at 281-783-8080 or newhopetms.com.
Depression fundamentally is a lack of happiness in one's life. And I think it's probably the worst disease you can ever have, partially because people can never see it like on an X-ray or on a CAT scan or an MRI. So you never get the physical proof of it.
As a mother with depression, you don't have a whole lot to offer your children. So you just make the best of what you have, and sometimes that means letting them play in their rooms quietly while you lay on the floor and stare into space. And that's about all you can offer for that day. Or it may mean going outside and letting them play at the park, but they're begging you to push them on the swing, but you really have no desire to push them on the swing.
In terms of family, the biggest thing that happens with depression is withdrawal. The last thing you want to do is deal with people who hurt you, and if you're not feeling good, then obviously your willingness to deal with them falls off rather dramatically.
I took this wonderful test that you take that I dislike to this day, but it's a wonderful test that really breaks your heart open and reveals that ugly, shameful depression that has you bound. And when I took that test, I don't know how long I cried, but in every single question, it was exactly what I had been feeling. And I knew then that it was depression. And I was ready to do whatever it took to get that ugly monster to go away.
When you're in that situation and you've gone through so many of these trials and things have never really worked all that well for you, or the solutions didn't last, you get to a point of just being totally discouraged and saying, why should I even get my hopes up that something could actually work?
I decided to choose TMS treatment after years of dealing with depression and dozens and dozens of antidepressants that I tried, and most were not very successful.
I went through many drugs. I went through many hours of counseling and therapy sessions and talking to people. It actually made me feel worse.
The treatment is not painful. It is a very short treatment. The staff was wonderful. You watch movies. I mean, it's the easiest thing I've ever done.
You know, you're talking about a non-drug therapy. You're talking about something that's non-invasive in nature. You're talking about a technology that basically requires you to sit and watch movies for at most an hour a day.
Transcranial magnetic stimulation. What that means is a magnetic field. We use a magnet that's like an MRI, and that magnetic field goes through the skull into the brain. And it causes the neurons within that section of the magnetic field to fire their serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine like they're supposed to.
Dr. Hart said, okay, but in the middle, you may have a slump, Desiree. It happens, it's recorded, so just expect it. And boy, did I. I really hit a low mid-treatment, but it only lasted for a couple of days. And after that, I felt wonderful. In fact, I think it's common, but towards the end of treatment, you're feeling so good. You're like, yeah, I don't need the last few treatments, but you do.
Now that I've had TMS treatment, it's much easier for me to wake up in the morning. I actually look forward to when my children come home from school. And not only that, but my children don't see me sleeping or taking naps nearly as much as they used to. And they really get excited when I suggest that we go and do things. Something as simple as just getting out of my house and walking on the waterway makes such a huge difference to me now.
I used to live my life totally within a level of black and white. And now I live in a world of Kodachrome where I can see all the different colors. I can see joy, I can see sadness, I can see ecstasy, I can see pain, but I can see all of those things. And it gives me the opportunity to actually live my life for the first time.
I have been in remission for 2 years from TMS, and I probably had depression for 55 years. I wake up joyful. I go to bed joyful. I have normal emotions. I still have the normal irritation, and teenagers, you have irritation, but the black hole is gone. There is no black hole. It's not been in my life for 2 years. I say, if you're hesitating, don't hesitate. Call right now. It's your life and it matters.
The initial consultation is free. You can actually determine whether TMS is right for you or not.
What I would say to someone who is fearful of making the call me, I'll come get you and take you. There is a treatment that's easier than you can imagine. There are people there to love you through every moment of it. Don't wait. It's the last thing you do. Ask a friend, a family member, reach out to somebody to save your own life.
Do not sit there and say, I just have to live this way, because you don't. You don't have to live this way anymore.
New Hope TMS Depression Therapy can help you feel depression-free. TMS is safe, effective, cleared by the FDA, and covered by many insurances. Contact us for a free consultation at 281-783-8080 or newhopetms.com.